15 left.
Coco making her debut here at the United Cup. Has really, really enjoyed her time here in Perth so far.
Some pretty good ball striking there from Zhang Shuai. Really. If that was a little bit loud, I've got some Coco Gauff fans right behind me.
Like you've got the headsets on.
Yeah.
Gauff under a little bit of pressure so far in her opening service game.
I like seeing Zhang going after it right from the start. Knows she has to get on top of Coco, try and get that break right out of the gates.
Yes.
First ace, 189 kilometres per hour.
When she has a good timing with her serve, Coco Gauff, she makes it look so easy. Can create so much pace.
Well, that's a serve that she's been using a lot on the deuce side, and that I think has improved significantly, especially at the end of last year, that out wide serve. So I'm not surprised that she actually went for that second serve a little bit more. It's been pretty consistent overall.
Oh, off to an early start in the first break in this match. Zhang on run.
Good start, like you said, Boyana. She really has nothing to lose. She's been fired up to be a part of this team. We could see it when she played mixed the other day. She was bringing a lot of energy to the court, which she always does. But I mean, she has the type of game to hurt Coco. I mean, we saw how close the match was, lost in 2 sets in their previous meeting, and it was on the big stage at the US Open. So she has played top players numerous times in these big events. So she's not going to feel intimidated, I don't think, in this scenario.
Shuai representing Team China to serve. Love you.
Well, let's just have a look at this win predictor. Well, pretty high on the side of Coco Gauff. Probably no surprise there.
I think the tactics are pretty clear. What we've seen so far from Zhang Shuai, she's trying to be super aggressive, playing with good depth. I think she takes a lot of Coco's pace as well. She likes that.
Remember that memory back in 2016 when Zhang Shuai was announcing her retirement after the Australian Open, and then made it through to the quarterfinals, and then her world changed, didn't it?
I think it was actually right before the Australian Open, and then all of a sudden she went all the way to the quarters. And I mean, pretty good idea to rethink that.
Went on to make some great results. Quarterfinals at Wimbledon in 2019. Won the Australian Open women's doubles with Samantha Stosur. 2019.
Lifted up slightly on that forehand to try and control it a bit too much, Coco. She gets low with the legs very well overall, but you can just see her lift off it a little bit, and that's what caused the error.
So a second opportunity for Zhang to take a 2-love lead. The break point opportunity.
Good fight back here from Gauff. So 2 breaks to start. I mean, both of these players return so well. That's some of their strengths. So not surprised maybe that we have a couple breaks to begin, because both very aggressive on the ground. There's another look at Coco's forehand. She actually does a good job when she's on her back foot. Doesn't tend to lift as much, really pushes off the ground well to get power on that shot. That's the serve that's been so successful for her.
Yeah, what a great angle she created there. Ball landed in the players' box of Team America. That's how good it was.
Takes that return so early, doesn't she?
And she's so good on the cross. I mean, you mentioned the doubles, 2 Grand Slam doubles that she's had. So she's had a lot of practice out there of returning cross court, trying to get that angle off the court. So that's something that's developed in her game, that's gotten stronger throughout her career.
Double fault for Coco Gauff. That's 2 so far in this set.
when Coco Gauff finds her rhythm in her serve, she's one of the best servers out there. That's for sure. I think she's also worked on her variety big time.
So a good hold there for Coco Gauff. Back on serve, 2-1, first set.
Team USA leads by 2 games to 1.
Well, Jill, if you get some time off tomorrow and you're not flying back over east, you should take a trip out to Rottnest. 19 kilometres off the coast of Fremantle by ferry. There's 63 beautiful bays for swimming and snorkeling. You can also cycle around the island for free or take an electric bike, whichever you prefer.
I actually did that last year.
Ah, there you go.
And I did the whole biking tour. It was beautiful. I mean, the water in particular is great. I did go in for a little bit and then got out quickly when I found out there could be sharks lurking. So that's wasn't too excited about that.
So if you're just joining us, Team USA are up against Team China. And Coco Gauff, despite being broken early in that first set, she's managed to break straight back and she's back in the front. Back on serve, 2-1.
Time. Please take your seats. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
There from Zhang Shuai, anticipated that drop shot.
Showing how quick she is around the court. Got up to that drop shot pretty well. Maybe had a little bit height and depth, more so than Coco would have liked, but the way she was able to cover this ball quickly, she got over to cover that down the line very fast. Well, as soon as Zhang saw Coco a little bit of trouble, she was well inside that baseline. And even though that last forehand didn't have a ton of pace, it was her court position that really rushed Coco in the end. See how far inside the baseline she gets.
Nice slice right on that juice side. Good hold there for Zhang. Comfortable hold too. A level here, 2-all, first set. And we've got Bubsy down with the special guest down in Team China.
Jinyu, I thought I was going to see you out there today. You've played an amazing United Cup so far. You won 2 matches. Why don't we see you out there today? What happened?
I think right now Shuai is really quick into the match and be really aggressive. And yeah.
But why are you not playing today? Are you injured?
Yeah, I got injured on my right shoulder.
Ah, okay. But are you feeling like could be a longer injury, or
Yeah,
it's
I
going
pulled
to
the
be
muscle.
okay?
Yeah, I pulled the muscle a little bit. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
it's quite hurt right now. Yeah.
well, we wish you a speedy recovery. But if somebody would have told you at the beginning of this United Cup that you were going to play so good, that you were going to win 2 matches, would you have believed that?
Actually, no. Yeah.
But how do you think your year will continue now after such a big success, personally?
Okay. I'm
Will
not
give you
gonna.
confidence?
Yeah, for sure gonna give me a lot of confidence, but I just telling myself you have to one step by step, and I don't want to give myself that much pressure because you win, I mean, really 2 big matches, but doesn't mean you can win every single match after, I mean, in the future. So I just also, my coach telling me you have step by step and do you what you should to do like this. Yeah.
Well, we wish you all the best and a speedy recovery. I think I'll let you concentrate now.
Yeah.
Maybe Shuai can do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For sure she can do it.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, nice to hear some words. And hear about that injury, which we weren't made aware of, but no surprise because she spent so much time on court.
I like how she said that she is going to take some confidence away from the matches that she played. I mean, she played outstanding and definitely better than what her ranking shows right now. I mean, she's outside the top 150, and that'll definitely rise this year if she continues to play that way. Good advice from her coach as well, that it's a process. You know, you're not going to necessarily play your best all the time. So I think it's a good perspective that she has. And she thinks Zhang can do it. He's got another break point opportunity.
So Coco Gauff feeling under a little bit of pressure right now. Oh, wow, what a way to save it. Off a second serve as well.
Did not doubt herself at all in her backhand. That is her strength.
That's what makes her so good, isn't it? Anytime she's under pressure, she's able to produce shots like
Yeah.
that.
Well, it's really because she's been willing to do it for so long.
Advantage, Team USA.
I mean, a lot of times there are moments, you know, throughout your career that you have those doubts, but if you can push through it, then you all of a sudden get into a position where it doesn't feel as risky to go after that ball in tough moments.
Late second serve.
She's used that backhand down the line a couple of times in this game, hasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, if she can continue to produce that shot, that's going to be effective. I mean, that's the corner that you want to target against Gauff. And she's very good at seeing the ball early, so she's not afraid to take that ball on the rise early.
Advantage. Team USA.
K's per hour, that last serve.
Okay. Team USA.
Things are on serve in this first set, 3-2.
Team USA leads by 3 games to 1.
her approach so far. Zhang Shuai has been impressive. She's come out aggressive. She's making her shots. She doesn't seem overwhelmed by the situation. She's going for it.
I think you have to, right? When you're playing a top player like Coco Gauff, you have to kind of take your chances and go after it. You can't really sit back and wait to see what's going to happen. And that's why I said in the beginning, I like that she did that from the very first game. She wasn't waiting to see how she was feeling, how the ball was feeling, what Coco was going to do. She just came out with a very clear game plan, and it's wanting to take those serves early when she gets the opportunity. She wants to try and break down the Coco Gauff serve and just stay aggressive throughout this match.
If you're just joining us, Jia Jinyu has been replaced by Zhang Shuai just before this women's singles took place this evening. And it's been a pretty high-level game of tennis so far in this first set. Had a couple of breaks early on, but both players holding serve nicely so far. And some good communication going on with both team captains.
Kind of another situation you don't really get to see that often anymore, right? Normally you're sitting on the sideline just not being able to converse with anyone, so a good opportunity to get insight during matches.
Zhang Shuai, 35 years of age, started playing tennis at the age of 5, and her best tennis memory was playing mixed doubles with Pete Sampras in 2011.
It's amazing how she can flatten out the forehand and how powerful she can be from the baseline. Zhang just taking the ball so early, taking time away from Coco. And if she can't get there, no one can.
She's not very predictable off that forehand side, is she? Because she's used the down line, but then she's also used the inside out.
So accurate on where she's hitting her serves, which is creating so many short balls off the return for Zhang to attack. Someone who's very comfortable in the forecourt. A lot of doubles experience, a lot of doubles titles.
It's another comfortable hold for Zhang. 3-all.
And we talked just yesterday so often about the matchups that some players just love playing against a certain player who has a certain game style, and I feel like Zhang Shuai, she actually enjoys playing against Coco Gauff. You mentioned even though she's down in the head-to-head, they've always had tough matches, and she makes it look fairly easy out there a lot of times.
So she's thrown into 3 double faults in this set so far. Is there anything technically that you might see on her serve that could be contributing to
Well,
that?
for me, I think that what I've noticed a lot on Gauff is she drops her head so quickly. And I feel like if she just keeps her head up a little bit longer, I think that's where sometimes she gets into trouble. Nice close at the net.
And the depth that she's producing off that. Both sides
She's
of the
so
racket.
calm right now, too. I mean, just looking at her demeanor, she's the type of player that can get feisty out in the court, that can get fist pumped, she can get vocal, but right now it's almost like she's intentionally trying to stay calm at the start of this match.
30 all.
I think if Coco starts, getting that first serve percentage up a little bit right now, it's 61%. I mean, right from the first game, she seemed a little bit frustrated when she missed a couple because she knows how important it is to have that first serve in play against Zhang. I mean, you don't often see Gauff not have a lot of time on the ball because she's so quick. She's so good at getting her body and balance behind the ball. But Zhang, there's been numerous times because of how early she's taking the ball that I do feel like she's been able to rush Coco on the baseline.
I mean, she's taking the ball so early, Zhang. Is that what you're noticing courtside, Bubsy? Just how early she takes that ball?
Yeah, absolutely. She's really trying to cut the angles there, and especially on the return, she tries to step in. I think that's why Coco Gauff comes up and throws in a few double faults here as well. She's obviously a great returner. That's why she's won a couple of Grand Slam titles in doubles as well. But it's all or nothing today for her.
Team China.
That's a break of serve. Zhang in the lead now in this first set.
New balls, please.
4-3.
Team China leads by 4 games to 3.
I feel like for the first time in this United Cup, Coco Gauff just doesn't quite seem herself.
Yeah, I agree. I think just a little bit more flustered than we're used to seeing her. But I felt like I noticed that in the first game that she served because she wasn't happy that she missed a couple first serves. And normally the team's, pretty chatty right now. They're just giving her a little bit of space, just a little breathing room. And a little bit opposite here, just chatty away. Smiles, but like I said, she's been pretty calm right from the start. Does not look intimidated whatsoever. I think she loves these opportunities. Loves going out to play the big players on the big stage.
Such a different feel, isn't it, from both team zones? Well, a bit of a topsy-turvy first set here. On screen, Coco Gauff up against Zhang Shuai. We've had a couple of breaks early on in this first set. And Zhang Shuai just broke Coco Gauff's serve at 3-all. So there's a lot going on. A lot of momentum shifts in this first set so far. Some big, hard hitting. But you have to give credit to Zhang Shuai. She's really taking it to Coco Gauff.
Yeah, and she's not afraid.
Yeah.
I feel like she stepped onto this court to win this match and not just to play a good match. I love that.
Let's listen.
just long.
Lovely thing.
But Shuai's depth in her shots are really amazing. Pushing Gauff behind the baseline.
That's great coverage from Gauff. Now picking up on the pattern of Zhang going cross-court on that backhand. I do think she feels more comfortable consistently going cross on that. We have seen her change it up down the line. That was good anticipation and awareness from Gauff.
Just overplaying that last forehand. And now 3 breakpoint opportunities for Coco Gauff to level things here in this first set.
Game, Team USA.
And she only needs 1 point to do that. So we're tied here in this first set. A few unforced errors there from the racket of Zhang Shuai.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're just going to take a look at the difference of the two players' return positions. Gauff a little bit further back. Look at how far Zhang is inside the court. That's what we've been discussing, is how early she's been wanting to take a ball and apply that pressure right away against Gauff.
15 left.
I haven't really seen Zhang miss many returns either throughout the course of this set so far. So the tactics, just going to keep at it until maybe she needs a little bit more breathing room. But so far it's been pretty good. Oh, there's one.
Just in these last 2 games.
That's a little bit more of a kick serve, right? I mean, I think that's smart from Gauff. I mean, she's starting to pay attention to that now, throwing a little different pace on the serve, trying to get it out of her strike zone.
Yeah, the errors are creeping, aren't they?
Yeah, but well done from Coco Gauff there, because that was an unbelievable return from Zhang, and she stayed so low there. Really moved well.
Well, not going down without a fight. Coco Gauff. She leads 5-4 first set. Well, they were probably the 2 quickest games we've had in this set so far.
That was the loosest game from Zhang, right? I mean, as soon as it got really tight at the 4-all and the end of the first set seems to be on the horizon. She just had quite a few loose errors in that game.
She's hitting the plus lines pretty well.
And she just said that Shuai is hitting the +1s really well. So that's the first shot pretty much after the serve. She's certainly in a better position now than in the last change of ends, where she was a breakdown. It's hard to get a rhythm against Shuai, isn't it?
You certainly have to ride the wave, don't you, against an opponent like Zhang Shuai. So we've had 4 breaks of serve in this first set so far. Zhang Shuai has been quite impressive in this set, but it is the determination from Coco Gauff that has put her in front. Team China still look like they're having a lot of fun, which is great to see. Let's see if Zhang Shuai can redeem herself from her last service game.
It's really interesting to see Zhang going for it, and she's inside. She's about 1.5 meters inside the court. And Coco Gauff about 1.5 meters behind the baseline.
Would you say the longer the rally, the more in favour of Coco Gauff it is?
Oh, she's risking a lot, Zhang, I have to say, the way she's playing.
I would say if you're playing the style that Zhang is playing right now with how aggressive she's being, if Gauff can, yes, I think if Gauff can get a lot of these balls back in play, and she's so good defensively, that just puts that extra pressure on Zhang to keep going for more and more and more. And that's where I feel like a little bit of advantage for Gauff in the longer rallies.
Yeah, you have the tendency to overplay then, don't you?
Yeah.
So both players at this point in time have won 29 points each so far in this set.
I like that play going behind Gauff. Really striking through the backhand well. Zhang's getting a lot of pace and not a ton of spin, so it's really shooting through the court.
Nice depth on that return. Certainly doesn't like to get pushed behind the baseline, Zhang. Hitting that shot, falling backwards.
Solid game there from Zhang.
Babsy, how heavy is Zhang's rally ball, would you say? Because it's very rare that I feel like I see Gauff kind of getting pushed on her back foot, but I've seen it a few times now.
She just takes the ball so early, and she hits the ball very flat. There's not a lot of spin in it. I still think that she takes the pace from Coco Gauff as well a lot of the times. Wow, have a look at that. She cut the angle once again on the return, and clearly she is experienced at the net. What a beautiful point. There you go. That quick transition to the net, and then you have to come up with feel like that.
A great level of commitment after that return. It's very decisive to move forward.
Oh, wow. How about the return?
That's just too good. When that ball landed just a couple inches inside the baseline, great acceleration and length of the arm through that ball. wants to use that serve when she's down in the score.
So 5-all, 30-all. Big point here right now.
Lecture person.
That's huge from Zhang. What a way to attack on that point.
There's certainly not a lot of women who can hit the ball harder than Shuai is today. That was unbelievable, those forehands, really. So flat, so fast, so much depth.
So clean.
Yeah, in the middle of a racket.
No break point for Zhang right now.
She had it.
I would take a look at that too, because that looked closer than what it was.
It did, yeah. It looked closer than that. Oh, what a good strike on the ball. Just went for a bit too much.
I mean, it was the right ball to attack on, wasn't it?
That was such a difficult shot to hit. She makes it look so easy. It was so low. She was on the way to the net. Have a look at this. You have to have a lot of feel and confidence.
Just so calm, yeah.
Yeah.
So another break point opportunity for Zhang.
Yes.
Very good on the first ball there. I feel like Gauff needed that. I actually haven't seen her win some easy points like this in a while. I feel like it's Zhang that's been the one that's been dictating most of the time. Again, she's just more in control of these points. Very well done from Zhang.
Almost just seems it doesn't really matter where she's in the court, whether she's inside the baseline or back behind the baseline. Nothing's stopping her from going for it. Break point number 3.
Team Zhang.
And she's fired up, Zhang Shuai. in the lead. 6-5, first set.
Team China leads by 6 games to 5.
Would you say, Jill, that there's not a whole lot that Coco Gauff is doing wrong? It's more coming from the racket of Zhang Shuai and how well she's approached this match.
Yeah, she's just been on top of it from the start. I think Coco Gauff is backing away from the baseline quite a bit, but that has a lot to do, you're right, with Zhang's game. She's hitting with great pace, also great depth, so it's a little bit tough to turn some of these points around. And she's just, you know, steamrolling forward in the courts. She's not giving any ground up whatsoever, and that's what's allowed her to dictate. But I feel like she's acting like a leader out there, which is good to see. Her demeanor's been outstanding.
So 47 minutes of play, and it's been a high level of tennis in this first set between Coco Gauff and Zhang Shuai. But Bubsy, how do you? What are your thoughts on Zhang Shuai's approach now? It's not easy to serve out a set.
No, but she's in a better position at the moment. I mean, she has been up a couple of times a break already, so she needs to stick to her best serve. I think that's important, and keep on doing what she's doing. I mean, if she can keep up that level of tennis she's playing at the moment, then she should be a top 10 player, I have to say.
So Zhang Shuai now serving for this first set.
Coco getting a little bit lucky there. If you notice as well, Coco's average ball is landing pretty short in the court, so it's even more so allowing Zhang to play into exactly the game style she wants to, that aggressive, moving forward, transitioning to the net. Just the flight of the ball, where it ended up going a little higher than Zhang was anticipating.
But look how calm she stays after an error like that. Yeah, just caught it a little bit late, didn't she?
Too good. And that was actually a better hitting, I thought, from Gauff. She had a little bit more depth overall. Maybe could have used a little extra pop behind the last forehand, because you saw how Zhang had just time to really unload on that forehand.
Getting her feet stuck a little bit there, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she changed her mind. It looked like the way she turned and rotated, I thought she was going to maybe take that line, and maybe just changed her mind at the last moment.
Continues to back herself whenever she does get that ball, doesn't she, Zhang Shuai? Look at that. Moving forward 14 times, and out of those winning 12. That is an impressive stat.
started from the return. Gauff getting just a little bit more aggressive, which set the tone for that point. Well done.
So win predictor still in the favour of Coco Gauff, but maybe a little less.
Game. Team
A little bit
USA.
less than before, and we're going into a tiebreak in this first set. 51 minutes of
6
play.
games all tiebreak.
Lots of breaks of serve. Hard to know which way this one will go. But if it's anything to go by in their last 2 occasions, they have played tight sets. Nice start.
Team USA.
Lightning speed. She's so quick moving forward, isn't she?
Yeah, it was great hustle. Just that first step from the baseline is so fast, and then she can just accelerate with that speed forward. It's too bad for Zhang. I actually like that serve. She got the exact
3-0. Team
ball that
USA.
she wanted. Didn't have to go for so much. The court was so open.
Team USA.
6 double faults now for Coco Gauff. Not something that we're used to seeing.
Getting a little bit more height on the forehand, I think, which is
4-1.
causing some of these errors from Zhang, because it's getting more up above her shoulders out of the strike zone. It's a little change up I like from Gauff.
Zhang clearly overplaying now in this moment. And it's an important moment, and as we've seen so many times in the past, that when it's crunch time, it's usually the higher ranked player who plays smarter tennis, who plays more high percentage tennis.
Well, it's amazing. It wasn't, I feel like, until the start of this tiebreak that Zhang had a slight hesitation, I would say. She's been going up to the ball so confidently, not doubting herself, and just these couple unforced errors, you got the sense that she was thinking as she was approaching the ball.
And you throw in a couple of unforced errors, and before you know it, you're down 5-1 in the tiebreak.
bit more controlled there. Zhang.
5-2. Team USA.
Lands in. I think Coco didn't think it was, she thought it was floating out.
I think so. Well, the flight of the ball, it looked like, I mean, there was a lot of height to that ball. It looked like it was going to maybe sail long, but just enough spin and rotation on the ball where it just dipped down at the last moment.
Magnificent from Coco Gauff, and she gets the crowd involved now as well. She wants to feel their energy, and she's certainly getting it as well. And there's the mum with a smile on her face.
Mum's happy, yeah, why not?
She looks slightly relieved that there's 3 set points now, I have to say.
6-3, Team USA.
What a way to play. I mean, some of those shots are not easy.
Yeah, now she's, and I love that she's bringing out the energy now. We were talking about what a calm demeanor she had at the start to this match, but that energy is helping her lift these last couple points.
First set, Team USA.
Coco finds a way. In 59 minutes, she takes the first set.
7 games to 6.
That did a great job on the stretch forehand of keeping the slice low. She knows how often and assumed Zhang was going to come forward. She's been into the net so many times, so really well done to keep that to the feet of Zhang.
But the hard point is this game for Zhang Shuai right now, because she played an excellent first set, but you just need to question whether she's able to maintain that level.
Yeah, you just wonder, and then we've talked about it before, the way she's been playing in this first set, even though she's lost it, was just phenomenal, and it's hard to believe that she can keep up that level of tennis, that aggressiveness out there. I think it's important this first couple of games for both players. Gauff obviously wants to take that momentum, winning the first set with her.
So Coco Gauff already with 2 breakpoint opportunities in this first game of the second set.
34.
1 save. Well played there from Coco Gauff. first break here in this second set.
Just a little smile from there. I think she was kind of surprised how much she had to move to hit that overhead. Had to cover actually quite a lot of ground, but handled it very well.
It was a little bit awkward, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I think that's why she was laughing a little bit.
Well, she got away with it. And she's got the first break in this second set. Zhang Shuai really just has to be careful Coco Gauff doesn't run away with this second set, so she needs to construct a good few points together. Show Gauff that she's not going anywhere.
It's so tough, too, when you feel like you've played so exceptionally well and you were so close to getting that first set to really have to bounce back immediately.
Can be deflating, can't
Yeah.
it?
I mean, I've seen her maintain that level actually throughout matches, Zhang, with how well she played in that first set. But it's about, like you said, those big moments, those important moments to trust yourself that you can do it when there's just a little added pressure and tension.
Does use that slice wide serve, doesn't she, really effectively on the juice court?
It's gotten more accurate too. I mean, I feel like she's always gone for that serve, but I noticed at the end of 2024, we can say that now, that it's definitely, she's hitting the spot much better.
Game, Team USA.
Oh, a good hold there from Coco Gauff, just to maintain the lead in this second set.
Team USA
She
leads
leads
by 2
2-1.
games to
And I
none.
love that she's starting to mix up the serve, and we're just taking a look at the difference between the kick serves of the two players. You can see Gauff's just bounces a little bit higher, and I think that's effective because it gets more out of the strike zone of Zhang. That's why you see Zhang inside the court so much, because she doesn't want it above her shoulders. She wants it in that strike zone. So I do like the fact that Gauff, I feel like, is going for that a little bit more, and Zhang just doesn't have as much kick on her serve.
Yeah, I just feel like the intensity from Zhang slightly dropping here in this second set. This could go quick.
I've had some power behind it.
15.
So you just push Gauff on the floor, on the ground.
I mean, that's what she has to do to win a point. Like,
Yeah.
in the back of her mind, she must think that, gee, that's so tough. I have to win a point like that every time. Are you noticing a difference in the court positioning, Bubsy, from down there? Is Zhang a little bit more further back than what she was in the first set?
Yeah, just slightly further back, and she's just not as aggressive as in the first set at the moment. Obviously, she would have liked to win that first set, so just, again, the intensity level just dropped a bit.
I think it's safe to say that Zhang will continue to go for her shots. She won't hold back. It's just whether she can continue to execute, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's interesting because she took a little bit more time on that backhand. She was a couple feet behind the baseline on that one, but maybe just to try and get the rhythm back because she has sprayed a couple balls, but it's a great strike on the ball.
So that double fault not coming at the best of times, as it gives Coco Gauff a breakpoint opportunity yet again for a 3-love lead.
Team USA.
No error made on that backhand from Coco Gauff.
Please.
She's up a set and 3-love.
Team USA leads by 3 games to none.
Every point. Every point.
Well, Jill, while the players take a break, we're going to head to Cygnet Bay. Beautiful part of Western Australia. You've got the Perth Farm Tours, pristine beaches, red rock meets white sand. So much to see and do. The beautiful crystal waters. Like I said, Jill, if you've got some time in Western Australia, you need to visit.
There's too many places. There's
such a big state, isn't it?
Not enough time. Looks beautiful.
Add it to your bucket list. Cygnet Bay, beautiful place to be and see. So if you're joining us for the first time, this is the quarterfinals here at the United Cup in Perth between Team USA and Team China. And it's Coco Gauff who is in full control up against
Time.
Zhang Shuai. Coco Gauff is ready to go. She's lined up on the baseline,
Please
ready
take
to
your
serve.
seats. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Zhang Shuai just taking her time slightly.
Yeah, it's interesting because now Gauff's getting a little bit more depth on the her ball. We've been talking about the court position of these players, and I feel like it is shifting because in the first set, Zhang taking the ball on the rise 51% of that time in the first set. And now in the second set, it's dropped to 35. So she really has been pushed back a little bit further off the baseline.
Oh, wow. She ripped that forehand.
Yeah, I was actually looking at her wrist in the last few forehands, and it's when she strikes the ball that well, it's so fast through the wrist, and that's where she gets so much pace on that ball, that acceleration through the ball.
Even Coco acknowledging how good that forehand was. And when it's coming in that hard and fast, it really is hard to redirect, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to control. And that's the last thing you want to do is try and control. I mean, you want to, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but you want to go faster through the ball. That's where you get that extra control when you want to change direction. That was a really smart forehand shot from Gauff. I mean, she was off balance right off the return. And the perfect shot to hit that high, heavier back down the line off a player with a two-handed backhand. It's not easy to connect with that cleanly, to time it perfectly, and sets up that backhand for Gauff. Great return.
This is exactly what she did in the first set,
Yep.
wasn't it? She took the return early. She got Gauff on the stretch, and then she was able to pounce on that shorter response, just like that backhand down the line. So still hanging in there, Zhang Shuai, with a break point now.
China.
And she's broken back.
Well, like you said, Boyana, that's exactly how she played in the first set, but it's about sustaining that throughout the course of a match.
And we've got Babsi down with Dennis Kudla for Team USA.
Dennis, it looks like Coco looks in a comfortable position in the second set, but what about the first set? How high of quality tennis did you see there? Did we experience out there? It was pretty brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, the quality of tennis was extremely high. I mean, she's bringing her A game, and that's what she has to do to beat Coco. And, you know, Coco was able to defend and just keep digging. We just kind of keep her spirit up, keep the energy up. That's all you can do. When someone's kind of in a zone like this,
yep,
you just got to play your best tennis and hope it wears off. But Coco's doing a phenomenal job of defending.
When you watch Coco from the sideline, what fascinates you the most about her game or about her physique?
Just the fact that she can kind of just change direction so fast, and her outside legs out of the corners is incredibly strong. It's pretty amazing to watch, especially for such a young person to be able to do that and just match after match, point after point. It's very, very impressive to watch.
Happy New Year, by the way. How was last night? Did you watch the fireworks?
Yeah, we watched the fireworks, watched the kids' fireworks.
The 9 o'clock ones.
The 8:30.
8:30 even.
8:30. So we behaved. We knew today was a big deal. So we stayed out of trouble, and we kept the energy high. We did another escape room. We got out. So a lot of good things to start 2025.
And personally, how has the first day of the year been for you? Smooth?
It's been great. I ran a 10K. I ate healthy, no
10K?
carbs. Yeah. So
No carbs.
I'm over the moon right now. So.
Well, keep it going. Thanks so much, Dennis.
Thank you.
What a great way to start the year, running 10 Ks.
That's pretty good. Might be a New Year's resolution for him. I'm not sure. 10K every day. Wow.
Team China.
So 2 games in a row now for Zhang Shuai. Tightening things up here in this second set.
Leads by 3 games to 2.
3-2. Certainly is like riding a wave, Jill, because Coco Gauff got off to a flying start in this second set, 3-love. Won the points relatively easy, mostly because Zhang Shuai threw in a few more unforced errors, and then just when you think you're on top in the second set, Zhang Shuai comes back and plays 2 unbelievable games, and it's now 3-2.
I know, and you can't really do anything about it. I mean, she just played that good, where all of a sudden she lifted her level and took control. And, I mean, Coco Gauff up 3-love, you feel like you're in good position. Zhang did drop, so you almost maybe tend to relax a little bit, and then all of a sudden she came storming back, and those 2 games were just too good.
Oh, they certainly were. Well, it's been a hot day here in Perth, a high of 36. It's currently sitting at 30 degrees.
Let's go.
Still very warm out there, but both players looking in some fine form. We had a really tight first set in the favour of Coco Gauff. And pretty even Steven in this second set. Gauff had a quick lead of 3-love, but now we're back and it's 3-2. Still a break of serve. Zhang Shuai, wow, what a performance. The world number 205 has come out playing and matched it with the world's best. Still a lot of tennis to be played. Let's see how it all unfolds.
15-love.
That was a nice little interview, Bubsy, with Dennis Kudler. Did you run 10Ks this morning?
No, I didn't. I was here at 9 o'clock, Brianna. I didn't have time, otherwise I would have. And I did have carbs already as well.
15.
The players certainly making the most of their time here in Perth, getting used to the conditions and enjoying themselves as well. And why not?
Now that Zhang is applying that pressure again and taking the ball earlier, she's repositioned herself forward a little bit more. I would love to see Gauff maybe use the body serve a little bit more often, just to try and jam Zhang. Great depth on the backhand. Actually, I haven't seen her use a body serve much, and it's such a good tool to have when you're playing someone that likes to be so aggressive.
Would you say the kick serve also would be very effective, trying to get out of the hitting zone?
Yeah. She's used that occasionally.
How about the defense, though, from Coco Gauff? She is so good when she's on the run.
40-30.
And she's not afraid to give up ground as well. She's willing to let her momentum keep going because she trusts her movement so much. She knows she can get back into the court so fast. And that's why she's balanced so often of the time. Get up to that, need a couple more steps forward up to that ball.
Team USA.
She didn't have to hit it that hard. But what a way to create the opportunity nonetheless. Good fight there from Coco Gauff.
Team USA leads by 4 games to 2.
Oh, that was a big game because Zhang, the way she won those 2 games after being down 3-love was impressive. And you just felt like even though she was still down a break, she kind of had the momentum. So that was a big game for Gauff to get through.
Even Dennis Kugler mentioned how it's tough when you're playing against someone who's so in the zone. You just hope that it wears off at some stage. That's what Coco Gauff is doing. She's just trying to stay with Zhang.
That's why it's beneficial to have the defensive skills and the speed, like a Coco Gauff, when you're playing someone that is, you know, occasionally playing lights out. I mean, because to get them out of that situation, to get them out of that zone, you have to just dig, and Gauff's capable of that. And like Bubsy mentioned it earlier, but it's tough to get a rhythm too when, you know, Zhang's playing a couple points spectacularly and then all of a sudden a mistake, and you just sometimes don't know what's coming.
Just like those last 2 points. It's done so well to stay in this second set. Zhang just every now and then lets those unforced errors creep in. And again, overplaying that last forehand.
Also didn't finish that shot. Almost looked like she was drifting to her left as she was hitting the ball in the opposite direction down the line. Got to finish your shot before you start to recover.
So break point now for Coco Gauff to take a 5-2 lead in this second set.
Game, Team USA.
And she does just that. Team USA in full control here. 7-6, 5-2.
Team USA leads by 5 games to 2.
So that's how important that game at 3-2 was, Jill. Could have gone either way. But Coco Gauff has done a great job of just staying ahead, making Zhang play that one extra ball.
Yeah, I thought it was big because it was a close game.
Very close.
And it wasn't like a game that felt that secure. And so it was definitely a big one for Gauff to get through.
Well, it's been a high level of tennis from both players in this women's singles. Quarterfinal match here at the United Cup. A lot to play for. The number 1 seeds, Team USA.
Time.
Doing a great job in this first match. Coco Gauff won the first set. It was a battle, 7 games to 6. And now is serving to win this first match for Team USA.
first point. An excellent job from Gauff, changing that defense to offense. She got up to the short ball so quickly to take control. And it's all about the footwork there. You could hear those extra steps, just making sure she was in position.
Outstanding first point there from Coco Gauff. Oh, take that.
She's in the zone now, isn't she, Coco Gauff?
30 love.
Finally, herself super aggressive. She gets a chance.
After an hour and 30 minutes, Coco Gauff has 3 match points.
I think Coco knew it as soon as she popped up that short ball. I almost feel like sometimes she has to come into the net because she's already halfway there off the return.
Because of how early she takes the return.
Yeah.
Still a match point opportunity. Oh dear.
Like she rushed there a little bit. All of a sudden, she was, after the first serve, she was going so fast to hit the second serve. Ninth one of the match.
Yeah. Not coming at the right time either. Let's go back to juice here.
Advantage, Team USA.
4th match point opportunity now for Coco Gauff. She tried to take pace off that serve to start the point, but then Zhang, that unbelievable return.
That was great from Zhang. Well, she took pace off just to make sure she got the first serve in. Went for a little bit more kick serve, but Zhang was ready.
Let's first.
You'll take that in that moment, don't you?
Sorry, but not sorry. And that was what looked like a double bounce off that tape.
Advantage,
Not easy to do.
Team USA.
It's a nice one. First day of the year.
Match point number 5.
Game, set, match,
she seals
Team
it with an
USA.
ace.
2 sets to love, 7-6, 6-2.
Certainly wasn't easy, but Coco Gauff got the job done tonight. 7-6, 6-2. in an hour and 34 minutes. Well, she'll be happy with the way that she ended